Welcome to the podcast. If you'd like to listen to an ad-free version of this episode and all of our episodes, then search True Crime Today Premium Plus on Apple Podcasts and press subscribe. That's our premium channel where all of our ad-free and advanced episodes live, all in one place. True Crime Today Premium Plus. Search it on Apple Podcasts and press subscribe. Even try it for 3 days free.
You never really know someone until you find out what they've buried. Welcome to Hidden Killers with Tony Brueski, featuring retired FBI Special Agent Jennifer Coffindaffer.
John Diddy Combs, 6 new accusers lining up outside his door saying it's time to be accountable for your actions. These are civil suits being brought by Tony Buzbee, the attorney that says he has more than 120 people ready to file, and some of them minors, some of them men, some of them women, kind of an equal split, 3 different ways, actually, when you take a look at it. And the accusations are horrifying, but very much in line with what we've heard thus far of the world of Diddy. Joining me to discuss, Jennifer Coffindaffer, retired FBI special agent. Okay, 6 new ones, including someone who is a minor at the time. These apparently have been vetted fairly well by Tony Buzbee before bringing the cases to the court system. What's your reaction on all these?
Well, my reaction is expected. I think we all sort of expected that this was coming. It was announced previously. And when we heard the initial allegations, all the buzz in Hollywood, all the buzz in the true crime community, all the buzz amongst law enforcement is that there are so many more victims, and here they come.
Mm-hmm. It's a crack right now in the floodgate, in the dam here. There's going to be a lot more to come. What do you make of this? This is something new, and this does not necessarily pertain to these civil cases right now. Diddy is asking the feds to release the identities of the accusers over there, the ones that are making the accusations. They claim the anonymousness of them forces them into a guessing game when it comes to trying to investigate this and gather exculpatory evidence for Diddy. Knowing the identities could allow the defense to challenge some of the inconsistencies in the accusers' stories and locate witnesses to refute their claims. Right now, they're John Does, Jane Does, all of that. It seems like a great way to put attention off of Diddy and onto other people. And it also would expose a lot of people who don't want to be exposed. Is this in any way a reasonable request from the defense of Diddy?
I think it's reasonable. It's reasonable that at some point he has to get these names, and it needs to be sooner rather than later, because you can't mount any sort of defense against ghosts. Mm-hmm. People with no names. Now, one could argue, well, he probably knows exactly who they are by the specificity of the allegations, but nevertheless, he is entitled to know who his accusers are. Can you imagine? Can you imagine being accused by John Doe and not knowing who John Doe is? I understand it is a double-edged sword from the standpoint of now they're exposed and could face, oh my gosh, a litany of horrible things from his entourage and his supporters and his crew. He's got, $1 billion. So it could be harmful, but they're going to have to come forward at some point.
Mm-hmm. Do they have to come forward publicly, I guess would be the question, or can this be something under seal that, okay, yes, the defense of Diddy can find out so they can mount their defense correctly, or would this be something that if unsealed, if revealed, would have to be to the public?
It needs to be sealed. I think particularly at this point in time, it should be sealed to protect those individuals. But he needs to have them. I think this is the big problem. Even if under seal, I'm just afraid that it would all be leaked. And I'm sure that is what the accusers are afraid of and why they don't want to have their name exposed at all to Diddy. But the bottom line is they're going to have to expose their name.
When these people went forward and talked to the grand jury and talked to the investigators, would they have been given any sort of promise or guarantee that their name would not be exposed?
No, I'll tell you how this works is, and we have, as an example, in the federal system with the FBI, we have two sets of informants, if you will. We have informants that we keep completely confidential. Their name is never exposed, ever. And then we have that set that we call them cooperating witnesses. In other words, they have agreed to come forward. And so the minute you put a witness on the stand in a federal grand jury, you've crossed the line between what we used to call a 137 and a 270. You've crossed the line between being a confidential informant and being a cooperating witness. So the minute they were called to that grand jury, they risked exposure. Not that they had any choice. I will say that, because when you're under federal grand jury subpoena, it's not like you have a choice.
Sure. It's going to happen either way if the government feels that that's the direction that they want to go with this. Welcome to the podcast. If you'd like to listen to an ad-free version of this episode and all of our episodes, then search True Crime Today Premium Plus on Apple Podcasts and press subscribe. That's our premium channel where all of our ad-free and advanced episodes live, all in one place. True Crime Today Premium Plus. Search it on Apple Podcasts and press subscribe. Even try it for 3 days free.
Let's be honest. Nothing kills the thrill of a good murder mystery like a commercial for laundry detergent. It's like someone slapping a closed sign on your favorite dive bar. But you're not here for that, are you? You're here for the good stuff. So ditch the ads and upgrade to True Crime Today Premium Plus on Apple Podcasts. With True Crime Today Premium Plus, you get your crime straight, no chaser. Commercial free with extended interviews and early access. It's like getting the bartender's special when the bar's already closed. Search for True Crime Today Premium Plus on Apple Podcasts. Subscribe and drink it all in.